For the first time in American history, millions of seniors are going back to work. They thought they were done. They thought they had earned their rest. But under President Donald Trump, everything costs more. And now even retirement has a price tag. In just 2 years, the basics have become luxuries. Groceries are up 25%, electricity up 40%, rent up 35%, and prescription drugs up 51%. Their pensions are shrinking, their savings drained, their fixed incomes worth half of what they used to be. So they're back on their feet, behind grocery counters, driving city buses, mopping empty offices after midnight. These are the people who built America, who fought its wars, raised its families, and paid its taxes. And now they're fighting just to survive in the country they once built. They were told that hard work would earn them peace, that America would protect them when the work was done. But the promise has broken.
Could you explain this to me? Why? At 54 years old, and my husband's almost 60, our whole entire life, well, not entire life, but you know what I mean, our adult life, we have worked hard. We have raised 2 beautiful kids. We've paid our bills. We've paid our taxes. We are nowhere in life. We still live paycheck to paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. Our retirement, little, very, 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 very little. Where did we go wrong? We're good. Blessings for that. Good family life. You know, we didn't do extravagant things in our life. We're still struggling paycheck to paycheck. But there again, we don't have much and we want to retire. I want to retire before I'm in a wheelchair or I can't walk. I want to be 90 and not retire.
Americans cannot afford to live at all.
Day 37 of living in our car. We've been living in our car for 37 days.
When you become homeless, you kind of revert into this solitude. My name is Judith, and I've been living in my car at 72 years old since the end of February.
Greetings, my lovely people, and welcome back. America is aging and not in peace. Our seniors who work their whole life, are paying taxes, are building the country, are now struggling just to survive. And many of them thought by voting the orange man that life would be better, you know. They believed in the slogan, making America great again. And as time passes by, most of them are now realizing that those promises were just words. Because life has gotten harder, you know, from skyrocketing rents, grocery prices doubling every time. Life has become a nightmare. And millions of people are telling them, we tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. Now you're facing the consequences. So let's get to see the reactions and kindly hit that subscribe button. Then you come back with commentary.
We have some big news right now. The Washington Post is reporting that the Trump administration is preparing a plan that will make it harder for senior citizens in America to qualify for Social Security disability payments. They're trying to overhaul the Social Security program, and it will make it harder for elderly Americans to be eligible. So right now, the Social Security Administration essentially evaluates disability claims by considering age, work experience, and education to determine if someone is eligible and whether a person could essentially adjust to other types of work. And typically, the older you are, the better chance you are of qualifying, because older folks are typically harder to work in certain jobs. Well, now they're trying to get rid of that age consideration, or potentially move it up to 60 years old, which will make it so hard for a lot of senior citizens in America, for a lot of elderly people to get Social Security disability benefits, forcing them to work jobs that they are not physically able to.
Every bill is sky high except for the one we need, and that's our damn paycheck. Rent, groceries, medical insurance, car insurance, homeowners insurance. All of it's too damn high. There is not one thing that's not expensive. You can't even walk into a grocery store these days without feeling like you're signing up for a mortgage. And the wild part is everything is going up except for our wages. And you know what's even crazier? The rich and powerful people, they act like they're just fine with this. They're like, yeah, just smile through your struggle. Keep quiet. Keep hustling. Keep robbing Peter to pay Paul. Because the truth is, rich people love our struggle as long as we stay stuck in it. Every single minute of it. See, the dirty little secret for the rich people is our suffering is their profit. And until we, that 99.9%, decide that we're done with this mess, nothing is going to change. Now, it's more of us than it is of them, but as long as we're focused on just surviving, they gonna stay winning. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. I never had on my bingo card that I would actually agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene, but you know it's bad when she sees it. This economy is rigged. Inflation is not just numbers. It's the reality of every single one of us trying to stay ahead while billionaires keep cashing in. So my question is, how long are we gonna pretend that we're okay with this? Because until we stop pretending, y'all, nothing's going to change.
I'm gonna try not to start crying during this video. But man, y'all, life is just beating my ass right now. I know everyone's going through it. My car just got repoed. Like, they won't work with me on $2,000. I have 5 kids, no support, no child support, no assistance. I work full-time as a nurse. I try really hard so my kids don't feel like it's just me, but it is just me. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. They towed it while I was working. So if I could get some shares so I can make some extra income on here, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, that's really all I'm asking. And I just feel like I will figure it out because I always figure it out. And God, He's got to have me because I'm trying so hard. So please, if you could, just share for me.
I want to be real clear when I say this. I think I speak for everybody lately. We don't mind working. We do mind working our asses off and not being able to live. It's not about being ungrateful. It's about our reality. Our dollar doesn't stretch like it used to. And now we're expected to get roommates, pick a side hustle, drive for Uber, sell shit online, just to keep the lights on and food in the fridge. This isn't a work ethic problem. This is a fucked economy problem. Well, one job used to be enough. Now it's not even close. But instead of fixing that, they tell us, work harder, get a better job, stop whining. Nah, bro, fuck that. You gutted the middle class. You let rent skyrocket. You made healthcare unaffordable. Groceries are insane. Utilities go up. And then you look us in the eye and say we're the issue. You can't gaslight an entire generation into thinking they're broken just because the system doesn't work anymore. And we're done pretending this is normal. I've said this many fucking times. We don't hate work. We hate giving everything we've got and still falling behind.
I'm so fucking mad, so turn this down if you're gonna watch it, because I'm just gonna go off. I am so fucking mad. I'm so tired of working so much and not having anything left over to show for it. Nothing. So sick of anytime I turn on fucking the TV, I get, oh, we're winning. We're winning. America is so fucking hot. To fucking who? And who describes a country as hot? Oh, I fucking worked so hard the last 3 weeks, and look, everything in front of me is sold. I sold all of this shit, right? I sold all this shit. After I pay my electric bill, which was $400 fucking for a 1-bedroom fucking house, I will then, and I bought 170 whatever worth of groceries last night, I will now have to choose making the car payment or trying to buy some school clothes for my kid. And then I won't even have enough money left to buy more inventory to stay in business. In November, I was set to scale my business to open a bunch of Amazon storefronts. I had 3 per diem employees, hiring other women in the recovery community to come up here and help me package orders and everything. I survived human trafficking. All I fucking want is to have a peaceful, quiet fucking life. I want to raise my kids so that they don't. I'm trying to break this generational bullshit. My dad was an alcoholic. I was an addict. Like, I'm 8 years sober, and I see these behaviors in my kids that are concerning. My son Aiden will, bite his arm when he's up. He's 2. He's 2. Negative attention-seeking behaviors. So he knows if he does it, I'll drop everything I'm doing to fucking don't do that, baby, please. What's going on, Bo? I'm with my oldest. Like, he's on the spectrum, but he's still having accidents every single day, pooping his pants. He knows that whatever's going on, I will drop everything I'm doing to fucking do that. And it's just like, I don't even want to get into my ex. So frustrating to carry 100% of the fucking burden for the children's dental, fucking health, school clothes, parent-teacher conferences, everything, birthday parties, everything on my fucking shoulders, and I don't even have a regular 9 to 5. Watching them today so that I can package these orders. So I literally have no time to recover. I go straight from working to taking care of the kids. There's barely any sleep, and wake up, rinse, and repeat. So where the fuck do I have time to fucking campaign and run for office? This is exactly what this administration wants. They want us so fucking broken and broke, and at the end of our fucking ropes, that we don't even have enough in us left to fucking fight. They're doing a damn good job.
And when are we gonna address the fact that the cost of living is literally costing a fucking living? I ain't signed up for this shit. A motherfucker is tired. Very grateful to be able to obtain in this time that we're living in. Cause God forbid you gotta start over. They're not even hiring, not only for degrees, but for regular jobs, regular positions. They're not hiring for shit. Then don't have been somewhere where the cost of living was already high as a motherfucker. Now it's triple double that. Quality shit as fuck. Go to the grocery store. The second you buy some motherfucking fruit, you bring that shit home. Do you know you got 30 minutes? 30. Gas is literally lasting 2 and a possible. Bitch, 48 hours? All I did was go to work and back home. Like, it's not even that far, bitch. I'm like 10 minutes away. Like, I'm over it for real though. I'm truly over it. Then they wonder why motherfuckers ain't having kids. Like, is you cool? For what? Motherfuckers without kids don't even want them anymore. Like, it's just, no, they don't even want them. And then everybody else that have them already, they're done. They're done. Bitches is starting to get their tubes tied. Bitch, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I don't have to get an abortion. I'm not having no more. Like, is y'all fucking cool? It's crazy out here. On top of it being HIV every motherfucking where you turn, bitch, ain't nobody worried about fucking. Then y'all getting ready to take away Medicare and Medicaid. Who the fuck got time to be raising kids on top of taking care of their elder loved ones? Like, it's just too much going on. It's enough is enough.
Just thinking this morning about our country and late stage capitalism and the cost of living and how much money everyone has to make to even afford to have a family these days. And it's what, like $250,000 minimum? Yeah, John and I have 2 kids and we don't make close to that. Not even close. Try like at least $100,000 less than that. So we're barely making it. And we have 2 good high-paying jobs as an electrical engineer and a nurse. Now, everyone always says, like, they make so much money, you guys should be doing so much better. They don't make that much money, okay? And the fact that the wages haven't gone up with inflation means we've been getting pay cuts basically the last 4 years. So we're not doing okay. Nobody's doing okay in this economy. This is what we're so upset about. And then you add in authoritarianism and fascism on top of that. Like, what kind of country are we leaving for our kids where we teach them it's okay that they go to school and then their friends are missing the next day because they were rounded up by ICE? This is not an okay world. This is what I don't want to leave my kids. This is what I want to protect them from. This is one of the reasons why we're moving to Europe. I'm tired of it. I haven't even touched on healthcare. That's a whole other story that we've spent over $10,000 a year on for the last 4 years. Childcare, $24,000 a year. Just so that I can go to work and not spend time with my kids. It's fucking insane. How does anybody live in this world? Like, how does anybody make that $250,000 every single year to just like be okay? I don't know anyone else except for like doctors who are doing fine. What are we going towards? What is the end goal here? Like, is anybody else as upset as I am seeing everything that's going on? I mean, I'm just ranting.
Hey, we live in central Illinois. Our electric rates just went up 50%. My nephew has a ranch home that's probably 1,200 square feet. And his bill went from $260 to $560 in the last month. No difference in usage. The company just increased their rates 50%. So I'm curious if you have a similar home in a surrounding state what you pay.
It's heartbreaking to see seniors being homeless, sleeping in cars, in storage units, in tents, Many thought that their retirement age would mean comfort and a rest, but they find themselves struggling just to pay bills, They find themselves facing hunger, homelessness, and hopelessness. This isn't just an economic crisis, it's a moral one. They were promised a country that values hard work, but instead, they are facing a system that seems to have forgotten them. The cost of rent, groceries, and medical bills keeps climbing every time, and yet the incomes remains the same. So people have to choose between buying food or even buying medicine, between paying rent and keeping the lights on. Imagine working for 40 years, 50 years, paying taxes, paying your dues, doing everything right, and ending up struggling just to afford breakfast. It's so heartbreaking. That's the reality that millions of Americans are facing today. You can hear the pain in their voices, Some say that they feel that nobody cares about them anymore. They work their whole lives, believing in the American dream, but now they are watching that dream fade away before their eyes. This isn't just about politics. It's about survival. It's about dignity and humanity. When inflation rises, when rent skyrockets, when basic necessities become a luxury, it's the elderly and the poor who suffer the most. And these are people who should be resting. They should not be working overtime at low wages job just to afford groceries. And the saddest part is that most of them, they suffer quietly. They don't want sympathy. They just want fairness, They want a system that doesn't abandon them when they need it the most. And America should be a place that values humanity over more than profit. Because you can't tell me that people are working 2 or even 3 jobs, but are still struggling to pay their bills. These are not lazy people, It's not that they're not working. They are working, but they can't just keep up with the cost of living, It's so heartbreaking. Many people want solutions right now. They want affordable housing. They want fair wages, They want real protection for the elderly, not just slogans, and politicians are not doing anything to make life become great. Because if people have to work their entire lives just to survive, then something is deeply broken. I had a person who was saying that America is not a retirement place. It's a place where people are meant to be working their entire lives, paying taxes, So it becomes very difficult When you age and you cannot retire, life becomes more difficult because even your kids are struggling just to put food on the table, just to pay rent, just to buy groceries, They can't afford to help their parents. It's so heartbreaking. So it's time for compassion. It's time for action. And it's time for America to take care of its own. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.